What's up, beauties? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a quick 10-minute get ready with me. I feel like during this quarantine no one has time to really do, well, let me correct that. I feel like a lot of days no one feels like doing a full beat. I know I feel that way. So I hate doing a full beat at times because I feel like whenever I'm doing a full beat, it's going to take me at least an hour and a half to do everything. So I figured I'll do a quick like no foundation makeup look just to get ready. It's especially for those people who have, whether you have online classes, a conference call, you have a doctor's appointment like I do. You want to look super cute. You want to look, like a little put together without looking like you have on like a lot of makeup. I don't want to look like I have a lot of makeup, but I do. Like, my skin is doing great and this looks great, but you just want to spice it up just a little bit, just to look a little put together, in my opinion. I feel like foundation alone takes me like 15 minutes to make sure it's properly blended out, to get it set, to do all those stuff can take a while if you're really doing it the right way. So this is gonna be kind of new for me because I don't really do that a lot, but I thought it would be super cute to do it, especially like I said, for all my quarantine people who just want to look a little put together without looking like they have on a lot of makeup. If you want to see how I'm gonna do this no foundation look, make sure you stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can know every time I upload a new video. And thank you guys for supporting and supporting my channel. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is, I don't think I have anything really on my face. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of skincare first. I'm gonna use a little bit of this serum that I have with me here, just to look a little glowy and hydrated. Don't want to put too much because I don't want to look greasy. But we're just going to do a little bit of a skincare. The serum that I'm using is by Caprice. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna move into like a primer or moisturizer. I'm gonna use the Hangover RX primer only because it's like a skincare, so it's a good product for when you want both qualities. You want a primer and you want a skincare. This is a good alternative. So since I'm not really going anywhere, I'm not gonna do a ton. Went ahead and grabbed just 3 of my favorite concealers. You don't need 3, but I'm not sure what I'm doing, so that's why I grabbed 3. I would say though, if you have a lot of hyperpigmentation or a lot of dark spots that you're trying to cover up, then you might want to go for something just a little bit more on the creamy side. I don't have a lot of dark spots, but so basically you want to like color correct, and I don't have like a more red shade or orangey shade, which is okay, but if you do have it, go ahead and use it for this step. So I'm just gonna find like any dark spots that I have, or the darker areas of my face, which is usually like around your mouth. You just want to kind of balance that out a little bit. So I'm just gonna find a couple dark spots. Like I said, I don't have a lot of them, so that's okay. You want to use a concealer that can color correct and balance everything out. So that's where, like I said, you would use your whatever shade of concealer you like to use. So I forgot to grab my beauty blender, so I'm gonna be right back. So I'm just gonna blend that out. I'm gonna go ahead and just use my damp beauty blender. I just washed these, and it's basically just gonna look like my skin tone. It's not gonna highlight or do anything, so you just want to balance out that dark area so your face looks smooth. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Instant Retouch Concealer. Again, this is close to my skin tone. I'm gonna use that one under the eye because it's a little bit creamier than that first one that I was using. You just want to brighten up your under eye so you look awake, like you've been out of bed for hours even though you just rolled out, but it's okay, nobody has to know that. And I'm trying to use the least amount of stuff and products as I can, so using the same beauty blender and just pat that into the skin. So this is also another way that I like to do my makeup if I do wear makeup to work. It's like I'm always rushing and I only have a few minutes. So throw on some concealer, brighten up your face a little bit, and go. Alright, I'm going to go in with a third concealer. I know I said I'm using just a few products, but you want to go in with a highlighting shade of concealer just to brighten up a little bit. So I'm just going to focus that on the inner part of my eye, just where the dip is right there. And I'm also going to do a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit down my nose. That's it. I'm done with all the concealers. Well, maybe I have one more, but you get the picture. I'm gonna let that like dry down just a little bit, just because it works better if you let it dry down. So while that is drying down, I'm gonna go in with like a contouring shade. And the reason I want to go in with a contouring shade is because I balance out all my dark spots, so now it's like a plain canvas. There's no color to it, so I want to bring a little bit of shadow back in. I'm going to be using Juvia's Place foundation stick, and this is in Congo. See, it's a really rich dark shade. I'm going to go in and put just a little bit. I don't want to overdo it. I'm not trying to look too snatched, but just want to add that little bit of shadow where I want it to go. Take a little bit of that double chin off. So that is all I'm going to do for the contour. So now I'm going to go back and blend out this concealer that I applied under. I'm going to go back and now blend this out. So I hope you guys can see like just how much it's like instantly just brightening up my face. I'm gonna use this brush. It's a little fat, but it gets the job done. Instantly, can you see that? Look at that. It just brings back just a little bit. And that one out along the hairline. Okay, so now that looks good. Brought a little shadow back in. Oh, forgot to blend out my one under here. So we're about 4 or 5 minutes in, right? We're trying to just do 10 minutes. You always want to still set your concealer no matter what, because you don't want it to move. You want it to stay set. So I'm going back to my same beauty blender. I'm just gonna dip it a little bit in the translucent powder. I'm using flower powder by Beauty Bakery. I have dry skin. I don't want it to look too matte, but I just want it to be set. So that's why I'm using a beauty blender, because the beauty blender just basically pushes it into the skin without baking. And I'm only putting this everywhere that I put the concealer. Make sure it's smooth and sets. Alright. For the rest of my face, I'm going to throw on some MAC Pro Longwear powder just to set the rest of my face. And there you go, guys. I did not use any foundation. Again, looking good. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of blush, because you know, you want to put a little pop on the cheeks. You want to bring back a little color on the cheeks. So I want to keep it simple on the cheeks. So I'm going to dip into this Sephora face palette, and I'm just going to use this shade here. It's not as, it shouldn't be as bright, but we'll see. I'm going to use the same brush that I just used for the powder, and it's pretty pigmented. I don't want it to look, you know, just a little color. You see that? I already have like a little bit of a natural glow going on, so I don't want to put too much highlight. I don't want to jump on a, you don't want to jump on a video conference and you're the one that stands out the most, so you want to keep it simple. So I'm just going to dip in that same palette in this highlighting shade here with a small brush. See, that is a lot. I don't want it to be that much. I'm going to blend it out, but let's place it there where we want it. I'm going to go back to the blush brush and then blend it out. So like blending those two together, and see, now you see more of the highlight without it being over the top. That looks natural. So now we're just going to get some setting spray and set our face. I use my Morphe setting spray. And there you go. I'm basically done with my face. So for my eyes, I'm just going to balance out that, you know, you're dark around your eyes. So I'm just going to balance that out a little bit. Go back to my beauty blender. Blend that out a little bit. Go back to some translucent powder and set that in place, because I'm not putting any shadow on. So I'm just going to set the concealer. That is that. Now I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer in my crease. I switched to the Patricia Bride times Makeup Revolution face palette, so I can use the bronzer from there. Let me just find a blending brush, and I'm just going to dip into that deep shade, and I'm just going to put it right into my crease. So I'm going to pop on a little bit of eyeliner off camera, and then I'll just jump back in and pop on whatever lip I'm going to wear, and that will be like the final look, guys. Alright guys, so I popped on some liner and mascara off camera because I didn't want to make this video too long. So now all we're going to do is pop on some gloss, and that is it. So I'm going to use a brown pencil. You can use any brown pencil you have. This is from, I think this is BFF 4 or 3. I think it's BFF 3 from ColourPop. The other brown complements my skin a lot better. But anyway, I'm gonna just fill this in almost like I'm filling in the entire lip. See? And then I'm gonna finish off with this Fenty lip balm. What is it called? Fenty Gloss Bomb, and this is in chocolate. This was one of their latest shades, and I love it. It's like the perfect color for deeper dark skin. So good. So I'm just gonna finish that off. Look at that. Alright, so I popped that on. Yeah, these are so creamy and so juicy. Oh my god. If you're extra and want to have just a little bit more glossiness, you can, I'm gonna take the clear one. I don't want to get it dirty, so I'm just gonna put it on my finger. And I'm just going to pat that in the center just to get a little extra glossy. So what do you guys think about my quarantine no foundation makeup look? I think it looks bomb. It looks like I did a full hour-long beat when I didn't, so I like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this too, because there's people having meetings and conference calls and school and whatever it is, the doctor's visit and stuff, and you're stuck at home and you don't really feel like doing your makeup. I know I feel that way because I hate doing a full beat. Like I said, you just want to make it seem like you did a lot, you put a lot of effort into it when you really didn't. So I think overall this took me 15 minutes, I would say 15-20 minutes, which probably wasn't that long, but because I'm filming it takes longer because, you know. But if you weren't filming or you're just getting ready, then I don't think this would take you long. So that is it, guys. This is my cute no foundation quarantine beats 5-minute makeup look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. How do you guys do your quick 5-minute beats, you know? So leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, don't forget, with beauty comes purpose, so make it yours. Bye, guys.